Hi Aries, I am here to do your reading for late December. So let's get a spirit animal card for you. And whoa, two just came flying out, okay? We will take those two. You have the hummingbird spirit, be here now. And you have the owl spirit, you see clearly now. Very interesting. Okay. So let's get a wisdom of the oracle, see what they would like to share, and only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you're close to somebody, I could pick up on their energy instead of yours. Okay? So let's take this one. Yen. Very interesting. It really is very, very interesting. And if you notice the numbers here, you have 34 and 43. Kind of a synchronistic reading. It might very well end up being. Okay. Now let's get your overall energy. And if you like this reading, please give a like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave comments. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One is it helps me to know if what I'm doing is helping you. And the other is that it will help the channel to grow. So I would really appreciate it for both reasons. Oh, this flew out from the bottom. Okay. And this is planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. Now I can see this last sentence being very yen oriented. Be patient as you decide what's next. Okay? So let's get some more cards to see what comes up. Another interesting thing is 3 of the 4 cards you have up there have the number 3 in them. Take a rest. Okay? This is saying you've reached your first milestone, but whether or not that is the case, I still believe that it is time for you to take a break. And right here, that kind of backs it up, I think. Let's see, where is that? Be patient as you decide what's next. And maybe part of that is you giving yourself some time to think about things other than this. You know, a vacation, maybe walks in the woods, meditation, exercise, just something different. Okay? You need to take a break. Okay? So let's get another card and see what comes up for you. Okay. Beautiful card. But this is also a very action-oriented card. This is a Chariot. This is where you have a goal in mind and you are going to reach that goal. You are not going to be stopped. So that is really in opposition to the be patient part. You know, this one is definitely not wanting to hang out in a yin energy. That one is definitely a pretty forceful, powerful card. But we still have plenty of cards to go, so maybe we can get this all pulled together. Now here's a card where you are upset, you're distressed, or grieving over these 3 spilled cups. You know, they are done, they're gone. But you have these 2 cups that are still full that, you know, are waiting for you to turn around. Turn around and pick up your 2 cups. And then you'll see the bridge, and then you will see the castle. And that castle is where your happiness is, okay? And at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. And all knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. So maybe some of this is saying balance. You need balance. because you have some very strong, fast cards along with some very passive, restful cards, okay? Or it could be something different. Maybe it's saying, that you need to do both, but one comes before the other, okay? So let's get some more cards and see what we come up with. It's a very interesting reading. And the hummingbird spirit, be here now. What that is saying is don't be in the... Oh, that one did come out. A new beginning, the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card. This is saying it's a new beginning, one that's filled with love, joy, and happiness. Absolutely beautiful. And what I was saying about the hummingbird spirit, be here now, that means don't be in the past, don't be in the future, be here in the moment, okay? Which is, don't dwell on past hurts, things like that. And, don't live your life in the future. Try to experience this moment. That's what is saying will benefit you, okay? Another beautiful card, the Nine of Cups, which means you are totally satisfied and content with your life. Okay, so let's get one more card. Very, very interesting. We can take a card for this card, though, if you want to clarify it. See if we can gain some more understanding on it. Okay, Justice. It's kind of interesting that Justice is coming out right below this card. Okay. There are a couple of things with Justice. One is if you have been wronged in some fashion, Justice is here to make it right. It's here to balance the scales. All right. And another thing, if you recall, a few minutes ago, I mentioned maybe, you need balance because you have some very yin energy and some very yang energy. And you want balance, right? And even here you have a 34 and a 43. So Justice, even though it does mean that it is here to make wrongs right. You see these scales and what it's all about balance, right? So maybe you need balance. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Pentacles. And what this talks about is you are learning. Here is the master and the apprentices, and you're learning from both. You're taking the best of both. The master has done whatever it is that you're trying to learn about to the point that they know it inside and out. They, have it pretty well perfected. And the apprentices make plenty of mistakes, but they have all these wonderful, novel ideas. And so what you're doing is taking the best from both. And you are using the knowledge you've gained to create your own unique result, okay? Which is a wonderful thing to do. Okay. Now let's see if we can clarify the Five of Cups. See if that will help us out here. And then we'll talk about this and then get some cards from the universe. Okay. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. So hold on just 1 second. The one on the bottom is a card. To me, one of the things is balance. It's a give and take energy. It's where you want to give to others and they want to give to you. So it's a give and take, and it's a caring, sharing, compassionate energy, okay? It is also about balance. There is balance here, okay? Let me scoot these over so we can put that there. Okay. And then the other card that came out is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is where you're planting seeds. You're taking care of them. you making for sure they have enough sun, water, weeding them, etc., until you end up with this beautiful garden. And so it's these two, interestingly enough, that are clarifying this 5 of Cups energy, okay? So, okay, now about this clarification, what it looks like to me is, you are grieving, stressed over these spilled cups. And that's where I think this comes in. And it's because of a lot of the other cards here. To me, it looks like something happened where something got totally out of balance, which ended up stopping something, okay? And this could be either or. I tend to think it might be the solution. You've been wanting to start something or do something, and maybe you tried it there, and it didn't work because there wasn't balance. And this is saying, start that, okay? That is what you do with this. You go ahead and you start this, only whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you do it with balance. Make sure there's balance, okay? That's what I think is going on here. It could be that the lack of balance was that you did try to start something and it didn't work because of the lack of balance. Okay, so it could go either way, only you will know. Yeah. No balance or lack of balance caused this to not work. So that is a clarification. But this could be like the what happened and also the answer. You tried to start something, but there wasn't balance, so it didn't work. But it's also saying, this time, start it. But this time, make for sure there's balance. And in this reading, there, to me, is quite a bit of balance going on, or lack thereof. Only you will know. So let's talk about it for just a minute. I already talked about the hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Don't be in the past. Don't be in the future. Be in the moment. The owl spirit. You see clearly now. And maybe the reason you see clearly now is because you did have this happen. When you're in the middle of something, especially if you haven't done it before, it's trial and error. So, yeah, it didn't work. Now you know. Now you see. Your overall energy, planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors. Be patient as you decide what's next. So, I think what this is saying is, to me, it's almost one of those stories of you cannot succeed unless you failed type of stories. You tried something, it didn't work. Do it again, only do it differently this time. Do it in a way that you have a better chance of succeeding, okay? Learn from the past, what happened before, and don't repeat that problem area. But here you also have the yin energy, which is a receptive energy. It's more of a passive type of energy. Again, like I said, there's a lot of yin and yang. So it's either do one and then do the other, or it's trying to say you need to balance, okay? Here it's saying you need to take a rest, and it's probably because of this. Get your mind off it. Go do something that's fun or relaxing, something that refreshes you, because there will be plenty of time. Remember here, it talks about be patient as you decide what's next. So this fits in perfectly. What's next will come soon enough. And when it comes, here you are, ready to go, ready to achieve that goal. Okay? And you will have learned what not to do. So, therefore, you will know better what to do. And once you do start going, it looks like it is going to go quickly. which would also make sense because you've learned from your prior experiences. And here you have this new beginning. And this one is filled with love, happiness, and joy. Here it says that you're very content, very happy with your life. And here is justice. If you were wronged here, and it could possibly be, because here, the problem, there was not the balance, there was not the give and take. So you could have been wronged. Maybe that's where the problem came in. Maybe, there was a partnership of some kind. And it was not mutually beneficial. It's possible. Anyway, so justice is here to make it right. But also you see here are the scales. Balance. Here, you're learning. So you put all this together, okay? It looks like you've tried something. It did not work the way you wanted it to. But you're learning from it. You see clearly now. Taking a break. And then when you're done, you're going to get right back on the course. It'll be a new beginning. And it will go quickly. And you are extremely determined. And you are going to have balance. You're going to learn about what you need to learn about to make this successful. And you will be very happy with the results. And okay, planning for the long term. That all fits in here with this abundance from past choices. I believe that is saying the abundance will be coming in because you've learned. Pride in the success of your labors, and you should be. Just FYI. If something has failed, that just means it didn't succeed that time. Okay? And you should be very proud of yourself for even trying. Be patient as you decide what's next. So, take on the yin energy, relax, refresh, take a vacation, have fun, do something that is not involved with this. And then, when you come back, you will be refreshed. You're going to see clearly. The ambition will definitely be there. And you are going to want to hurry up and get it done. You will learn how to do it in the way that has a better chance of succeeding. Okay? So, oh, hey. I didn't look. At the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. And what that means is success after a battle, victory after a battle. You've gone off to some battle somewhere, and you come back victorious. And you see all these wands in the background? Those are people holding those wands, and they are cheering you on. They're very happy for you. Okay, so this is a little bit longer than what I thought it might be, but it's just like a beautiful story. You try something, for whatever reason, you will know, didn't work out. So you take a break, and then you come back, refreshed, ready to go, ready to be successful, and you do what you need to do in order to be successful. You learn, okay? And you have balance. Okay, let's get some cards from the universe. Oop. See what they would like to share. Knight of Wands. This is a very nice energy. The Knight of Wands, like I said about this night, the Knights are the hardest working cards in the deck. So, you'll be putting in a lot of effort. And the Knight of Wands is very enthusiastic, charged up with energy, passion, motivation. You channel all that through your inspired action. And fueled by ambition and confidence, you are here to make things happen. So it kind of reminds me of this energy a little bit. This is also a fast moving. This is the fastest. This is the next fastest. So when you come back all charged up, I have no doubt you're going to be in a hurry. Beautiful. The Fool. Absolutely beautiful energy. I'm going to put that right here. That means, of course, a new beginning. It's the very first card in the tarot. And in this beginning, you are supposed to have fun. Okay? Remember that fun word. We don't have enough fun, typically, as grown-ups. New opportunities and beginnings are available to you. Be open-minded and curious, ready to explore and discover new things. Play, have fun, and be spontaneous. It's not to say if you already have something in mind that you want to do, don't do it. It's not saying that, do it. But enjoy the process, okay? Let's get one more. Okie dokie. All right, this is where you go inside to gain enlightenment, okay? Which would fit in beautifully here. When you're done resting, taking your vacation, it's when you are learning and dealing with this, whatever happened here, you go inside to gain enlightenment. It's a way of learning, knowing what to do. It's, use your intuition. It's beautiful. Okay. So it looks like a very eventful time, one where you need to create balance. When it's time for the receptive yin energy, you need to do that. When it's time for the yang, masculine, go for it energy, you need to do that. And understand when to do both, okay? That's probably the biggest message I'm getting out of this. And that you have this new beginning, and that whatever this was that you created and didn't work out the way you wanted, if you don't want to do that again, fine, don't. But if you want to, don't abandon it just because it didn't work the first time, or second, or third, or however many times. You just learn, and you every time, if you fail, you've learned. So you've grown, okay? So you could be quite successful. Matter of fact, I don't have any of the statistics in front of me, but just about every successful person I've ever heard of had several failures before they reached that happy spot, where everything just started turning out right. Okay. And this might not be career, but to me it totally looks career-oriented, or maybe general life-oriented, not a romantic thing. Okay, let's get a charm. What is this? Oh, I love this. Can you read that? It says, go for it. Perfect. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect to have with this reading. Yes, go for it. Oops. Okay. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day. Much love.